In terms of improvements in education, I think it's really challenging because if we look at the statistics, we see only 5% of primary school teachers have a science-related degree. So it's very hard for teachers in the education sector to vision what the future looks like if they themselves don't have deep technology experience. So within Co-op and the Federation, we're specifically trying to encourage a more diverse economic model in the digital economy. So rather than looking at businesses that are going to exit as unicorns where 4 people benefit, we're trying to support, and we have funding through the Co-op Foundation and the Omidyar network to support any tech companies who are trying to set up as cooperatives, community interest companies or social enterprise. So what we want to see is a much more diverse and more inclusive digital economy.
Inclusion in tech is an embedded problem. The skills audit has shown that both gender diversity, ethnicity and age are a challenge for us still. While we've made some inroads into gender, there's been a slight movement year on year. Ethnicity and age still stay quite static. It's now affecting the bottom line for businesses, and the reality is if businesses don't address their vacancy rates, which they reported this year was 30%, then there's going to be a challenge from continuing to turn work away. Nearly 30% of businesses told us this year in their skills audit that they turned work away because they haven't got the right talent. So we need to diversify and widen that talent pool that we're employing from. There's lots of opportunities to increase diversity and inclusion working within the education sector. For example, Manchester Digital has a programme called Digital Futures, and it's working with industry and education to do just that, to include diversity in everyday thinking. We can support computer science teachers in education and careers advisors to talk about our industry in a more inclusive way and utilise our role models to share and increase that aspiration and inspiration to young people in education, but also to encourage more teachers from diverse backgrounds to actually come into teaching. We think that this is really going to help attract different students. If you don't have a diverse teacher pool, you're never going to attract a more diverse student pool. That then becomes a problem further down the line for industry when they're trying to recruit.
I think when we look, especially in the education setting, at the students and teachers who are taking technology subjects, they are not representative of the communities that they are teaching within. We don't see a great deal of diversity in those groups, from socioeconomic groups, from gender, from ethnicity. So the challenge is definitely one we need to do something about. What puts students off STEM or STEAM, which is bringing the creativity into that? Let's just not forget what STEM is, because a lot of people don't know what it is. So it's this science, technology, engineering and maths. We focus a lot on the engineering and the science, and a lot of the time the maths and the technology can fall by the wayside, and also throwing the A in there, which is the arts, throws away the creativity side of it. All of those things are about business skills and about your future and about your career. Making it very scientific, making it all about white coats, laboratories, making technology about coding can sometimes put some students off when really they're very creative problem solvers. They can come up with answers, they have great people skills, they could research products and design things that people really need, but they're maybe being excluded from that picture. Immediate changes that we could make in education are mostly, I think, around time and capacity for our teachers. We are running our teachers on empty, we have teachers leaving the profession, and unfortunately for the technology world, we have schools and colleges that are reducing their capacity to deliver technical education, technology and IT, because they haven't got the resources and the people to deliver that. So that's communities that are left without technology education.
It's important for a number of reasons to support people from low income backgrounds. Firstly, it's equitable, it's the right thing to do. There's a lot of talent out there. It's great for businesses to be able to harness that talent. It's great for industries to certainly not be missing out on the talent that's available to them. So events like this, which are exploring diversity in technology or diversity and what the education sector can be doing to help encourage diversity within technology, are really important. They'll help us to inform inform the work that we're doing and develop our programme to help us work with the employers and with the young people and with the schools that we partner with to support the young people in pursuing careers within technology.
So personally, I've not experienced a lack of diversity at the current place that I'm working at or any place that I've been employed at. Probably because I'm quite new to the tech industry, but I've had stories from people that I know where instances they've felt that because they're an ethnic minority, they've felt that there's a glass ceiling where they can't get to the senior positions. So not having gone to university, apprenticeships has been a good alternative route for me because it's not the traditional route, but it is becoming more of the norm now. And it's bringing a lot of diverse skills in because not everyone is academic. And a lot of people actually show their passion through their work. So what started me on the road to my apprenticeship was I wanted to be a paramedic when I was in school, but I was absolutely rubbish at science, so I knew that that wasn't suited for me. But then I explored and researched into university courses, and then I came across digital marketing, and I actually found that my skill set actually suits the roles that are in digital marketing. I felt like there's loads of opportunities for me to develop.